Around 5 years ago, I had the privilege of being part of a program called Philosophy for Kids. In this program, we taught philosophy to children between the ages of 4 and 7 years old at Pond Gap Elementary in Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're currently taking or have ever taken a philosophy class before, then you might be wondering how we managed to teach philosophy to children. After all, even most adults struggle with philosophy. Our approach to this was very basic. We brought in a fairy tale or other children's stories such as Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Then we asked the children very pointed, value-laden questions such as, did Goldilocks do anything wrong by eating the bear's porridge? How would you feel if someone came into your house and slept in your bed? Or, do you think Goldilocks had good reasons for doing those things? Maybe she was homeless or starving. Maybe she was lost and looking for help. In this video, I'd like to share one such encounter with the children from Pond Gap Elementary. Here's how things went down. Imagine that we're sitting in a gymnasium that also doubles as a stage. I'm sitting up on the stage, and the children are seated down on a gymnasium floor on mats. All the children had shiny faces because they had just finished a cucumber snack. One of the interesting things, and I'll come back to this later, is that all of the girls were sitting on one side, and all of the boys were sitting on another. Okay, now that I've set the stage for you, here's a story I told them, and I'd like to share the results with you. While we were free to choose any story we wanted, I preferred to find obscure ones that the children would not likely know. This is because, amongst other things, I wanted them to focus on thinking critically about the story itself, and not simply relying on any preformed intuitions or judgments that they might have. In this case, I chose an African folktale called Tug 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 by Linda Yoshizawa. Now here's the story, and feel free to laugh at my cheap homemade graphics. Imagine that on a hot sunny day, there is a cool, refreshing pond. What makes this pond so special is that it is bisected down the middle by a row of bushes, such that if you're on the west bank, you can't see what's on the east bank, and if you're on the east bank, you can't see what's on the west bank. On this particular day, Elephant was drinking from the west side of the pond, and Hippo from the east. Then Turtle came upon the scene and approached Elephant. "Excuse me, Elephant," he said. "May I share the pond with you?" "Nope," said Elephant. "Well, why not?" said Turtle. "Because I'm big and you're small, and that's just the way the world is." Dejected, Turtle went to the east side of the pond and approached Hippo. "Excuse me, Hippo," he said. "May I share the pond with you?" "Nope," said Hippo. "Well, why not?" asked Turtle. "Because I'm big and you're small, and that's just the way the world is." But Turtle didn't give up very easily, and he was clever, so he had an idea and he hatched a plan. So Turtle went back to the west bank and approached Elephant. "You again?" said Elephant. "Please leave me in peace." "I'll leave you in peace if you can beat me in a tug of war," said Turtle. "And if you can't, then you must share the pond with me." "Ha! I'd like to see that," Elephant said. So Turtle handed one end of a vine to the Elephant. Now Turtle went to the east bank. "What now?" said Hippo. "You're ruining my day." "I'll leave you alone if you can beat me in a tug of war," offered Turtle. "And if you can't, then you must share the pond with me." "There's no way you can beat me," said Hippo. So Turtle handed the other end of a vine to Hippo. "Ready, set, go," said Turtle. Elephant and Hippo tugged and tugged and tugged and tugged. They tugged all day, and neither of them moved an inch. Finally, Elephant and Hippo gave up. "Turtle, how did you get so strong?" they marveled. And so they all lived happily ever after in the pond together. So now with that story in mind, here's the question I asked those children. Did Turtle do anything wrong by tricking Elephant and Hippo? And here are the results. All the boys said very emphatically, "Yes, Turtle is wrong. It's wrong to trick people." All of the girls said, "No, Turtle didn't do anything wrong." And a little mini debate broke out between the boys and the girls. So here's 3 interesting points that resulted from that debate. First, the girls were completely adamant in their view that Turtle didn't do anything wrong. Nothing the boys said could budge them from that point. Second, the boys, however, were firm at first, but eventually started to see the things the girls' way, so that by the end of the debate, most of the boys insisted that maybe Turtle didn't do anything wrong after all. Finally, third, here is probably the most profound and interesting point. One young girl said, and she couldn't have been more than 6 or 7 years old. She said, "Sometimes you have to trick people into doing the right thing." That's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your kind attention. Take care.